the boss of me. I. I. Alright, let's get it. Alright. Let's get straight into it. What's going on? What's going on? Happy Friday. Happy Friday. Any and everybody. I know everybody likes to slow burn their way up in here. Let me go ahead and share this. Forgive me, I was supposed to stream earlier. I woke up, my eyes was heavy. I turned right back over. It is what it is. I did want to stream at 11, but it's all good. I had to push my gym date back. Man, let me go to X. I barely be using X, but I do post on there anyway. Alright, there we go. There we go. All good. So, shout out to anybody you in here, and everybody who's gonna make their way. Anybody that's watching it back, so I do got a lot of people that love to watch the stream back. What's going on? What's going on? We got a very very interesting chapter this week. Um, as I said in my review, uh, this is it. Like this is where we can we can start finally after so many years of reading and going through hiatus and everything else we've dealt with, we can finally start shaping the story how it actually is. Now, granted, Tower Guy is still the Tower plots. We still have many different plot points and stuff to cover, but we've had a lot of questions answered in this season, specifically within like the last 3 months. So much shit has been answered for us, and now we're getting even more facts about the main character now, not just the side stuff. Main character facts are coming out now, so we are finally heading to a road, a real road, a road to where we could determine what is actually going to happen in the story. Like, not too many guesses. We know what Bomb is. We know more about the family heads. We know about the Red Dump people, Wing Nam's origins. Um, Things are starting to slowly but surely come together. This chapter, it was decent. I thought the stuff in the middle and the beginning was a little bit blah blah blah, but the end was obviously the most important thing that we've gotten. Like, I think maybe if I can, before I go on vacation during Christmas, um maybe I'll do a stream where we talk about like the most, like maybe the three most important things that happened this year in terms of chapters. That would probably be a really good and fun stream to talk about. I think this is definitely one of them. Um, Undoubtedly one of them. And maybe we can extend it to five. I don't think five would be bad. Um, but this is definitely one of them, like for sure, like absolutely game changing. There have been assumptions made for the last couple months now, so with the small things that we did get. um and there's some who've like been saying little small things like this for a year. I mean, not for a year, but for years, but not necessarily like double down on it. Like, I remember reading in the past like jokes about like Bomb, like not being like an actual like real person. Like, he's really like, um just this creature. Now the V part was never like, that was never really like, nobody's never really honed in on that part of it, like the soul within the soul thing. But man, that is it. Like that is literally what's going on here. So I'm gonna get to the comments because comments always open up the stream. We got a lot of really good ones this week. I did take a peek before the stream started. We got some really good ones. I got some back and forth to go with people. So yeah, let's get into it. Let's get into it. All right. Let me pull that up. Hmm. My email is. Help if I remember my password. Okay. Here we go. Alright, we got 25 comments. That's a very decent amount that we can have some fun with. We'll start from the very bottom, of course. Okay. Alright. Let me pull them up. All right, we got them up. So again, shout out to everybody in here. And then so we got 7 people. Make sure this is big enough. That should be fine. Maybe a little too big, actually. Maybe we can lower it a little bit. Okay, I think that's good enough right there. I don't want to cut it off. All right. So without further ado, this will open up the discussion. You already know how this go. Loki. So Loki, you cracked me up, because literally, as soon as I posted the video, it was literally, I think it was like a minute or two in, you had commented, and I'm like, Loki, the video is like, what was the video, like 15 minutes? I was like, well, Loki, you need to watch the video. You need to watch the video. You need to watch the video. You just commented, and thank you, but I thought it was funny. I'm just like, bro, bro had he had what he wanted to say already written out. Cause I'm like, ain't no way, ain't no way. But nah, look, I appreciate you, bro. Um, but yeah, let's start with that. So first and foremost, let's get the elephant in the room out of the way and talk about V. Okay, let's talk about it. I 100% want to believe this is actually V, but something is just not sitting right. And if this is V, who can stop him? So initially, initially, what's up, Loki? Obama, what up? Um, I've seen people going back and forth on this, right? About whether or not this is V. Yeah, in the beginning, the first time we saw it within, let me fix this. In the beginning, when we first saw Enkidu go inside a bomb, yeah, like he was talking like a god, like a weird being. But the very next chapter, his personality came out. He's like, can you slap me to keep me awake type shit. Like he was his personality came out a bit, and like even in this chapter, like you can kind of read the personality a bit. So I don't know, like, and some people did say like, well, if he's taking on V's likeness, then maybe he's just taking on a bit of V's personality. then that's when you're muddying the waters a bit with that. So I don't necessarily agree with that. We have like we know that the outside guys evolved, okay, but we don't actually know. There actually is no. We don't know. So yeah, I'm with you there. I want to believe it too, but we just not sure, right? What's up, Cole? Um, okay. Duh, 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 duh. Um, my bad. I need to lift this up a little bit. Okay. Duh, 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 duh. So, and if this is okay, hot take. I don't think anyone can. I'm not even convinced. Wait, hold on. Hot take. I don't think any. Hold on. Oh, who can stop? Okay, this is after who can stop him. So he said, who can stop him? Hot take. I don't think anyone can. I'm not even convinced Urek could. I don't know about that. I don't want to reach that far. Like we talking about Urek Mazano. Like we not talking about like the family head structure where we haven't seen most of them fight. Blah, blah, blah. We talking about Urek. Like he's already been announced and known as that guy, like the strongest man on the field. Like hold on now, hold on now. Now, granted, if this is a V that has bombs, basically God Eater ability, which he eats everything and can't and spells don't affect him, then yeah, I would agree to an extent. But we still have to see, like we haven't seen V actually scrap, like not even in the flashbacks. So um I hope we get more of why V hates them so much, assuming this is him. I mean, they killed his son. I mean, I mean, they killed his son, and this is what I be talking about with Zenu, where he this is like stuff that like people kind of ignore. Not you, Loki, but people kind of ignore. He has every reason to hate them. Like they killed his son. Like okay, is one thing for Arlen to go crazy and lose their son. Yes, V is also the father. Like V has absolutely every reason to hate Zahar and them. Like it's not even just about climbing the tower. They killed the man's son. Hello? Like what are we talking about? Like well, I mean, what and if I'm thinking about it from like this is a little bit weird, but if I'm thinking about it from that perspective, right? They killed my son. Okay, put me in my son's body. Pause. Insane thing to do. But we've seen Tron put his ex girlfriend in a dragon. Okay, so let's not talk about what's crazy. Okay, he put his ex girlfriend in the goddamn dragon. Okay, so put me in my son's body. I will get revenge in my son's body. My son is gonna be made for revenge. I'm gonna body everybody in his body. Like at this point, some weird shit is not actually weird. We already crossed that line, okay? So yeah, he yeah, like it gotta be that. I mean, on top of smoking, like we already know they smoked a bunch of people. They dumped people in the red dump and all that. Like they didn't like Arlen. I'm pretty sure Arlen and V didn't like any of that shit. So on top of that, they killed his son. They killed his son. They killed his son. Like come on. Um, So yeah, bro got every reason to be upset. So okay, so he says, okay, I hope we get more of why V hates him so much, assuming that this is him, because to me, the war and Wee's death isn't enough to create a child solely for revenge. No, 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 no. Yeah, I basically just went through that. Like they killed his son. They didn't go to war over that. They like the other family heads may have had reason to attack V, but V obviously was probably more so defending himself. And of course, they told them. It kind of sounded like they kind of declared war, like they were already going to go to war with them to open up the tower. But once they like lost and they ran away, and then Zahar killed the child, it was just like that's that. Like so, which he could still be Zahar's son with Arlen using Zahar's son as a vessel for V being the ultimate fu. Yeah, no, absolutely not. Not going for the Zahar son stuff. Sorry, Baza theorist. Bye bye. I don't think Rachel is Arlen. Maybe Arlen's servant or a handmaid or a true daughter of Zahar. I mean, if Rachel was a daughter, I would go for it, but Rachel has never spoken about Zahar, like, really in this, like, in the entire series. The amount that Rachel talks about Zahar is shockingly low. If you think about it, it's shockingly low. She does not care about that man. Okay. Um, the next issue it does. The next issue it does. Okay. Sorry, wording. The next issue he's has full control over Obama. Does he have? Okay. Does he have full control of Bomb's abilities, and is he at full power? I would assume that he does. I would assume that he does. I don't think he has no reason not to. You see what I'm saying? Especially somebody who's already practiced in Shinsu. Um, he should have no problem like dominating or controlling anything inside a bomb. I don't think so. Because the man basically took up like his own space inside a bomb. So it's I don't just think if he already took up like the way that we saw it kind of structured in some ways. It looks like he's like half a bomb, even though bomb seems endless. He's like a half a bomb. So like if he's opened up, let's just say that because we don't know if that cracks actually cracked all the way open, do we? Like I don't know if we saw if it actually cracked all the way open, but if it's cracked all the way open, then bomb's basically open, and I don't see why probably might be the strongest entity given he's a whole nother soul. Um, Inside a bomb, he should be able to have access to everything. Right? Like if he's taking over his body, I don't see why he won't be able to take over the abilities too. Like so, um, because of things inside a bomb like the red, blue Leviathan might not be willing to listen to V, although he and Leviathan have the same objective. So maybe he does, or does he have access to the original power set? I think he has access to the power and more. Um, V's motivation seems clear here, but he might have his own hidden agenda. I mean, personally, I think V is going to go pull up. Okay, stop the Baza shit. Okay, stop the Baza shit. Stop the Baza shit. Kill the Baza shit. Um, who can stop V? Obviously, the strongest man in the tower, the Lady Killer himself. Wait, not the Wing Dom. Hmm. We'll get into the wing down stuff a little bit later. That's a rabbit hole I want to dive into. Hey, just popping in and say hello. Have you read yesterday's TBA chapter? If yes, thoughts. I did, Rohit. It was just real quick. I'll jump into that real quick. Very good chapter. Except Arthur disappointed me. I did like write something in the TBA Discord. But Arthur like kind of disappointed me because like, and it could be a testament how strong the lady is. I forgot her name, but she completely overwhelmed him. Like bro looked like he was pulling out like his top moves already. Like it was kind of a little bit shocking, but overall very good chapter. But Arthur has me a little nervous. Okay. Um, but yeah, Rohi. Like I said, with T-Bay, I'll be doing chapter reviews every 2 weeks. So, but yeah, Phil, you can drop in the stream and ask me, and I'll definitely give my thoughts. But yeah, I thought it was a really good chapter. I love the art. The art is so good. Um, Mr. T, Baza theory is dead finally. Yes, please stop talking Baza. I hate Baza. Um, uh, he may have had some abilities to contain Urek. Well, we haven't seen Urek's bag though. Like we haven't seen Urek's bag for me to say that, so I can't really say that. Um, okay, so moving on. The third thing I think in Dorsey is in the worst shape than we think. I think that too. I think that too. Well said, Loki. And I didn't go into detail about that. I should have went into detail about that. I actually think she's pretty fucked up. Excuse my language. I think she's fucked up. I think like something internally is wrong. Um, and I correlated that with the red dump stuff. It absolutely positively has something to do with that. Like it reminded me of the Darwin situation where Darwin could not defend herself. I'm sorry, I love Darwin, but I went back to look at that panel where she got hit with the lightning bolt. That panel actually funny as shit. Like I'm sorry, like she was just shocked out of her fucking eyes. Like it's actually hilarious. I love Darwin. I'm not trying to make fun of her, but she got completely just struck down. Okay. But that's what this reminded me of, especially when Ann Dorsey says she could not defend herself, even though she knew the attack was coming. Like like when you know the attack is coming, you can strengthen yourself. That's how what most people do. She couldn't do nothing. So I think she is fucked up. Like I think she fucked up. Something internally is wrong. I saw some people saying something like they think like Trom did something to her. I don't think so. Not at all. Not in the slightest. Whatever that was, that's the answer to why these people are so strong. So I made a fun theory about how the Red Dead, like, I didn't come out with the video, which I was supposed to be doing, but a video about how the Red Dump people are so strong, right? Because they're in a space within the tower that is cut off from everything else. So to me, that, well, what we learned, like, within the last, like, month or two is that souls are supposed to return back to the tower. They're supposed to flow back into the tower. It's supposed to be a circle of life type thing. I was saying that I think in a space like that, souls have no place to go. So what if it's kind of like a white thing where how white is taboo to consume souls and how white consumes souls to get stronger? I think in a space like that, especially where they have spellcasters that were also dumped in the red dump, people who are magic users, I don't see why they wouldn't be able to do the same thing. The same thing that's taboo that Trom can do. It might be really prevalent there. So I was thinking that maybe that's how they became as strong as they did, and that whatever that was has something to do with it. Now, because if you think about it, like Dawa not being able to defend herself is insane. If they're attacking your soul, which I am kind of getting into that realm if that wasn't obvious, if it's like more soul based attacks, then how the fuck do you, like, no, besides bomb, I don't know how you defend against that. Like Tron probably could as well, but that's probably super effective against everybody. So that's what I kind of assuming that it was. It has something to do with that a little bit. Um, and Dorsey, if that's like what that is, and Dorsey has no way to defend that. Like you're cooked. Like anybody's cooked. Now, glad it was just a chalice. Like it wasn't necessarily like something crazy. But yeah, I think that's why you're not able to defend against it. If it's an attack against like your actual like let's just say your soul, you're cooked. Like, and maybe that's why Darwin died. But I don't know. That's just shit I'm shooting out. Um. So anyway, I think she might be dying or cursed. That's interesting. Now, curse would be interesting. I could go for a curse too. I could go for a curse too. It's a fast acting curse, but I can go for a curse too. I like that, Loki. V might use his power to save her. That's a leap right now. Okay. That cut was kind of crazy. And the fact that it wasn't Shinsu but could do that much damage is very interesting. This may be a very excuse me. This may be a way to make Rachel more powerful in the future using items and abilities that don't rely on Shinsu. Okay. I don't hate that at all. Bomb hesitated because he saw the monster. That is what I've been saying the whole time when people was defending him. Seeing memories is one thing, but seeing the acts done in real life right in front of you is different, which is why I don't judge Enkidu and Weez that harshly. Okay, I can kind of give on it. I predict that Bomb will take back his body after a certain period of time, but how much damage will be done by then? Chapter was a solid 9 for me. If it gets added a point because Andorsey finally did something awesome in destroying that dumbass robot right away instead of playing its game. Art was good, reveal was nicely done, and unexpected this. Okay. Okay. Decent, very decent comment from Loki this week. Very, very decent. Well, I liked a lot of stuff in there. And then you got Zenu down there. I don't think this is the Great Warrior V for a single second. The soul of the Arlene's dead son, in my opinion. Yeah, Zenu's running with he's running with his theories, man. He's running with them. More power to more power to the man. And then we got Zareen right below him saying, I've seen people making theories about this V being real bomb and the MC fake bomb being an artificial personality created to take care of the body, or it could be the outside reincarnation. And yeah, that's what a lot of people are saying right now. Like a lot of people are going with the um, this V is the actual child that died, even though I don't see how that could be, but or it could be the manifesto of the outside god. So that's the thing I'm saying everywhere, but we'll see. All right, thank you, Loki. Appreciate you. So Trump is violating the rules. I feel like this administrator is not doing his job. I that's But Tron, this isn't the first time Tron did it. So this is a thing I talked about when this first happened, when we first seen Tron actually do the soul shit. I was thinking to myself, why isn't he being punished for it? Like, if it's taboo and that, like, in a systematic way, souls when people die are supposed to return. Like, isn't that a violation of like the tower's rules? Like, shouldn't he get punished for that? Like, I've been thinking that myself, but like, since we didn't get it, I kind of ignored it. But it's just like I agree with you. Like, that, especially on your floor. If it's your floor, that shouldn't be allowed to happen, right? I don't know. What's up, Daniel? You like it? I hope V start using his son's Shinsu quality now, or now Bomb can easily use his Shinsu quality since V is awake. I think so. Bomb will definitely go through undergo a change. There's never been, there's always been like in like transformation series where it's like somebody's like in somebody's body or some shit. When like the person who's inside finally comes out or comes when they finally come out, they show basically the main character who's inside the body stuff that they could do with their body that they didn't know about. So you see that a lot of times, and it's a quick way to go through development because it's kind of like what you would it's kind of like muscle memory in a way where you see it and then you can do it. So Bomb might probably he probably will be better at least manipulating Shinsu um after this whole thing. So okay, we got Cam up here, so let me go to Cam. We got my boy Cam up here. So Cam says, Bomb still shouldn't even be in this war, but I understand he tries to take care for everyone, but that will one day to come back to something he regrets. I agree. You can't be a, a all for one. Let me put it this way: all for one ass nigga. You can't be, or no, excuse me, one for all ass nigga. You can't be a one for all ass nigga. Okay, being a one for all ass nigga does not always work. It'll always come back to haunt you. Okay, um, and I actually like that idea. Like I've always loved the idea. Like if you want to play one for all, you have to get punished for it. Like you can't play all sides. So I agree with you. Wholeheart. Oh, shit, my bad. I don't know how I got back to this comment. Um, but yeah, you can't be a one for all, nigga. And that's one thing I kind of like really always disliked about Bomb, but it's what it is. And then Loki is in the comments says exactly. It always feels like he's getting thrown into things, and then it just escalate against his will. I don't know, but he and y'all gotta get Bomb has to take some accountability, bro. Like he involves himself in shit, bro. Like if this was me, I'm gonna take that piece that Enkidu's offering and get the fuck out of here. Like, do you not like the whole thing? This whole thing is based on you, bro. Like, they're trying to take you, they're trying to capture you, and they're trying to use you for their end game. Like, okay, then let let Enkidu and Belier destroy the motherfuckers, and you get up out of here. Like, it ain't got nothing to do with you, bro. But you trying to save everybody, and what are you gonna do? They're still on the war. They're still fighting. Like, why are you trying to end it? Like, that's not your. That's not your. That's not you. That's not for you to do. That's not for you to. You're not supposed to end the Popito Lopito. Like, who told you to end the war, bro? Like, that's what frustrates me about Bomb. It's just like, and half these people you don't even care about. You don't even care about them. You don't even know them. Ah, that should be throwing me. That should really be throwing me. Um, Zareen says yes, and every time he's involved, Bomb further deteriorate the situation, even if he tries to correct it. Everywhere he goes, there's chaos, and that one day you're talking about is happening with him being possessed by a V. That's a good point. That's a good point. He wouldn't. He actually really, really would not be here, with this V thing if he just minded his fucking business. That's actually really, really true. Um, Loki says, which is why I said him and Urek act more like Sahara than they realize, just going around enforcing their will morals on everyone. Okay, I can see that point. Yes, exactly. But for Urek, I don't think so. He's very neutral and only involved in this war because he's disgusted with Trauma's atrocities. That wasn't the original reason, Serene. The original reason was he came to hunt the boss. That was it. He did get directly involved. Because one, he did say he wanted to end the fight between them, so he didn't want them to fight. He said that early on when he was fighting Leslie, he didn't want them to fight, but he had, I don't think it had anything to do with Trauma and what he's doing. But Bomb, he's indeed very similar to Zahar throughout the story. They've been parallel between them. Even Siu acknowledged those similarities. Uh, bits and pieces, bits and pieces. Um, in Bomb's defense, he's had all this force on him. Why are some people trying to dodge accountability for Bomb? Has not Bomb has chosen some of these ways, bro. Like we can't ignore that, bro. We cannot give this man a pass. Like stop it. Stop it. Zahar Urek entered the tower by choice for a reason. With resolve Bomb, he had to get by with not even the same intangibles they had coming into the tower. Just some prophecy excuse me, just some prophecy he knows about knows nothing about. Hard to find fault with someone as ignorant and star-crossed as Bomb. Bomb knows he needs to get stronger to achieve his goals. Excuse me. He has clarity on what it is since his time in the tower. Since his time in the tower, I'm assuming. He's grown stronger and he's ready for or expected to be because there's always a new wall for him. But that's something that we've known for a long time. In practice, I'd say there's a healthy balance between Bomb's ambition and his ideals. I would slightly disagree with the ambitions part. I would definitely, I would say it's a 70-30 split on the ideals part. Ambitions, Bomb's not really got no particular ambitions himself. He usually jumps on whoever has a problem. That's what I mean. He's a one for all ass nigga. So, but whose comment was that? That was Cam's comment. I'm getting lost here. Sorry. Yeah, that was Cam's comment. Okay, that was this one. All right, moving on. We got Daniel. Daniel has a small comment this week. Okay, that's not like you. Back to this shirt real quick. It gives me Ichigo vibes. Okay, yeah, that's. I wasn't trying to go directly to Bleach, but yeah, that's what I meant. Wouldn't Bomb Shinsu quality be the same as V's anyway? Bomb using an aura means he has high tension, like V. This is what Jahad said, so no reason to assume that V didn't use an orb too. Yeah, I wouldn't disagree with that. Ichiwa, I think it is, but I think it's like what he wasn't using it. He wasn't using it properly. Okay. Bomb said no, and V took it away. True. Always get consent. Always get consent, people. Ayo. I heard some people thought it was from the workshops, but I'm with you. I think Yuri stole it from the red trash can because she said I took it from that place. Right. That's what I'm saying, Sleepy. It's no reason to assume that's the workshop when you can literally just say the workshop. It's not like the workshop is a place we haven't seen or been like that. And again, it's an attack that it's not Shinsu. Like I haven't seen anything the workshop has worked on that's not related to Shinsu. So I have no reason to assume that. But the only evidence we have of like people who should not have Shinsu is the red dumb people. So, Bomb is a hypocrite. Only he is allowed to have a war. War was fine when he wanted to save Jinsalt. That's a point. That's a point. That's a point. That is a point. Ooh, that's a point. I like that. I like that. But now that two ancient family heads are fighting each other for things Bomb doesn't even understand. Ooh, he just cooked Bob. Ichigo just cooked Bob. I love it. He just cooked it. How can they still argue Bob was forced when he literally told Huarion that all the paths he walked he chose? This man is cooking! This man is speaking the facts. Where are the CBLs at? Y'all, he is cooking y'all. He is cooking y'all. Um, that was mentioned just recently in 217. Yo, he just cooked Bomb's whole hypocrisy. That's what I'm saying. Love it. I love it. Absolutely cooked that man. All right, moving on. Daniel. Daniel says, I'm happy that V is finally getting an introduction in the current timeline of things of him. But he's a sick individual. Oh, using his body for resurrection. Okay, like I guess, but like I mean, we've already stepped over the line of atrocity. So like, I'm at this point, it's not even that shocking to me. Like, okay, you took your son's body, his dead son's body, whatever. Like it's nasty work, but yeah, yeah. Bomb's mother uses him for grudges. Theory outside potential using him as a vessel once Bomb reaches the top. Okay. After reading this chapter, it really correlates about what Yahweh Nam and Kim Lurker interaction about justice. Okay, okay. Daniel with a small comment this week, but I would agree. I don't know outside potential using him as a vessel once Bomb reaches the top. So you think that the outside guy is gonna like kind of make himself known when he gets to like closer to the top? Um, I could see that. I could see that. All right, moving on. Thank you, Daniel. The goat says Fug stonks tripled this week. Indeed it did. Indeed it did. If you are a Fug supporter, you guys are in the win. Okay, you guys are in the green. You guys are profiting at this point. Lustlake basically carried you this whole season. Um, I mean, for this whole, but are you going to call it an arc or whatever? Lustlake has carried you with his quips and how his fighting style, but plot wise and like what these dudes are doing, oh yeah, Fug stocks are cooking. They're cooking, especially with the eyes thing. Everybody's putting together the lust like eyes and the V eyes. Very dangerous territory. I don't know what to make of that because some people are saying, well, what if V cut himself in half and put one half of himself. I thought that was insane. I did see that somebody said that V cut himself in half. He merged half himself with Lustlek, and he put the other half into Bomb, and that if they come together, some shit might happen. Stop! Y'all need to stop. Okay, stop. That is disgusting. Stop it. That's too crazy. Okay, let's not do that. Let's not go that crazy. V is truly the most disgusting man, maybe even past Traumery, if that is true. Let's stop doing that. All right, moving on. Rack throwing the piece was so vague. Come on, see you. I will be 90 when this game is over. You know, I 100% agree with you, Emo. I am tired of the chess piece game. I hope they wrap it up within the next two chapters. We gotta end this. We gotta see where this goes. Okay. So this got to be it. Like people are getting burnt out of this whole peak shit. Like, and that's like that. And I understand a lot of people who dropped Tower of God over the past. Because like the Cat Tower and the games and shit like that, like people get tired of the games. Like, granted, games have been a Tower of God since the beginning. But it's one thing to like when we're all playing a game and it was set up the way it was, like the regulars area and we're climbing the tower type shit. But when you start putting games a part of the story, like then it gets a little bit like finicky because like granted this game has an end goal, but it's not necessarily have nothing to do with like climbing the tower or like progressing like in that manner. Like it's all about the story and the plot when it comes to these games, and that's where it gets a little bit like who wants to play a game to like further the plot? Like I get it. So and yeah, the rack throwing this chess piece away. I heard people were full circle in that whole thing, saying that it's kind of seems like bullshit now. Now, but to Seal's defense, Rack has done things like this in the past. Rack has not have not been very smart. While the rules were explained to this man, I it's one of those things I'm not going to harp on. That's all. Okay. Sleepy says, if you really think about it, the only people fighting are the family heads and the top generals in their armies. For the families will still exist. They just want to have a leader. Yeah, I mean, yeah, basically the family still exists. I mean, both of the motherships still exist. So, but I think that's the thing. I think the, I think if time would have kept going on, the red dump people would have destroyed the Lobopia mothership. I mean, the Pobidal mothership, and they would probably try to destroy Trom's mothership. They probably want to destroy both the motherships, which would be insane. And I think that like where people are saying like where Spider Mommy and shit like that, all of them are probably like on the mothership. They're probably directly defending the mothership. But Who knows? We are missing some people we haven't seen. Mm, okay. Mr. T. What's so funny, Mr. T? What I miss? What I miss? All right. Moving on. E-Rock. All right. E-Rock says, I'm not overly interested with how V plays with Bomb's power set. I care more about implications of V's actions. I am right there with you. I know a lot of people are like, talk about the powers and if he can manipulate them or what. I'm kind of not super interested in that. Now, it would be cool if he manipulates like the thrusters in ways that we haven't seen Bomb do it. Like that would be cool. But I'm more excited about what V's about to do. Like I'm imagining right now, like what if he like teleports right now or goes to where Traumarie, Urek, and Gustang is. Like what if he does? Like, and what if this turns into like a 2v2? What if this turns into like I don't even know how it would be a 2v2, but what if this turns into like a four-way fight? Like because maybe Urek sees that Bomb's body's taking over, he's gonna try to take it back, or I don't know. That could get crazy. I would if he teleports or goes to where they are. Yo, yo, if he goes to where they are, yo, I don't even know what's gonna happen. That what happens? Like what actually happens? Like it's going to them. It's obviously not going to be Bomb. It's obviously not going to be Bomb. They should be able to read like they should be able to read his Shinsu. They should be able to tell by like his demeanor. It's not Bomb. They'll be able to sense that that's not Bomb. I don't know what happens. Like I don't I legit don't know if they fight. I don't know if like there's a like a knee jerk reaction like Traumarie and Gusting like that's V like what do they do? And then like Urek, what is Urek even doing that? Because like he's there for Bomb, he's like there to help Bomb, right? Like he's all for helping Bomb, right? So like he's got to see in that moment like yo like what's wrong with you? Like I don't even know what would happen in that moment. Oh, and then and if Lustig is there, Lustig is still in the vicinity. So if Lustig sees V and then yo I don't know. I don't know what happens. I I, I can't think of a scenario where how it works out. Yo, I don't know. I don't know what y'all thinking, man. That could be a crazy ass scenario. Like, um, especially if they start fighting. How do you kill half yourself? What is the Elden? What's this Elden Ring? That's what I'm saying. Looks like we'll probably show up 2 versus 3. I man, it could, yo. I don't know what's gonna happen over there. I hope he goes over there though. Like he's got a sense that they're fighting or whatever. And you know what? He might kill Gusting. Like he's there for revenge. I forget. Like V's not there for like mutual shit. He shouldn't give a fuck about like his bombs bombs little truce with Lobopia. He shouldn't give a fuck. He might straight up start fighting Traumarie. He might straight up start fighting him. Like he might actually just start boxing him. And like I don't know if he'll do that to Gusting. Maybe he'll tell Gusting like I gave you a job to do and you're not doing it, and start boxing him too. He might start boxing both of them, and Urek might even help. But I, yo, yo, they want to witness the death of a family here, right? Lustig wants to witness. They want to witness. What Lustig wants to witness the death of a family here, right? Yo, I like this. I can't wait for Sunday. I can't wait for Sunday. I can't wait for Sunday. Sunday gonna be lit. Um, it depends on what he does, but if he does, like I don't know. Gus think is pretty much defenseless right now against someone with his level. True. I don't think V is strong enough. I could, and if that's the take, I can agree with that. Morningstar, maybe he's not, um, but that power that V does have power within inside a bomb. Now, if that power is strictly V's power that he can use, and he can tap into Bomb's power, then yes, I think he can tussle with them, at least damage them very much so. Especially if he's able to access the thorns. If he's able to tap into the thorns, and what if he uses the thorns better than Bomb does? Oh, oh! It's cooked. It's cooked. It is absolutely cooked. If he can tap into the thorns, bro, it's he might cook them like nah. But if he can't do all that, then we good. We good. We good. No harm, no foul. But if he could tap into everything, including if he's able to use the second thorn because Bomb doesn't have complete control of that yet, if he's able to use it to its teeth, like say right now, right? Say right now, right? If he pops the second thorn and teleports to where they are, because that's basically what it does. Man, man, I don't know. Oh my god, can Enkidu kill V? Uh, he actually might be able to. You know what? He actually might be able to. Maybe V just taps into Bob's power, but uses them to max with the thorns. I can see that, Mr. T. Yeah, like if he's just basically if he's able to use Bob's bag of tricks, somebody who is a much more experienced fighter than Bomb, which would be V, who's a much more experienced fighter. And if he's been watching, which he has, he's been watching this whole time. I don't see why he wouldn't be able to. I really don't. Um, I'm very hyped for the Urek Manzino versus V fight. And I like some people and somebody else did say that in the Discord earlier this week that it might turn into a V versus Urek. That would be crazy too. That would be crazy too. Excuse me. Some people were even saying that like V might diff him. I think that's an insane take. I don't think anybody's diffing Urek, but yeah, no, if that happened, like that would be lit. Okay, let me get back into the comment. Um all right, so I left off at I care more about the implications of these actions, how they will affect Bomb in the story once time is up. With this war, remember allegiances are being redrawn. Um excuse me. One of the major plot points revealed in season three was that Zahar doesn't want a total civil war to break out between the families or him, plus his forces to have to put Gustang down. How this arc could end shapes the family head stance towards Bomb. I agree. We know that like that's why people have been saying like, well, V's here. Why wouldn't Zahar pop up? I did somebody say that said that too. Sorry, I don't think Zahar's getting involved. No way. Like he just can't. Like politically and just from like the structure, he just can't. Okay, it'll look like complete dominance. Like granted, Zahar is the king. He does not run every single thing, and they wouldn't him just bearing down on Gustang in that way. Again, we and some people do think that Gustang is also aligned with somebody, so everybody's not going to go for this. Um, so yeah, no, he's just not gonna do it. His army's just not gonna get involved. The Lobopia and Pobita families have splits. On the revolution there in the revolution have collaborators throughout the tower, and the other families like Eurasia can now enter the fray. We may see a princess war next season. Um, Depending on consequences, Bomb could become an authority figure in the Lobopia. Stop it! I don't want to see that shit. How do V's intentions converge these orbiting plot points and propel the story from here? I actually do not know. I had like this. I usually have some good predictions and good takes on stuff like this, but I think we've hit a realm where we've seen so many things happen this season that were just so unexpected, like this V shit and like traumery, manipulating souls and being able to transform into another form and like a lot, and even Gustang's background, like when we finally got his background, So many things have been so unexpected. Like I can't. It's hard for me to like narrow down the take, especially when we don't know what V's intentions are. If we knew what V came here for, then I would like I would be I could give you an idea, but I have no idea what he's about to do. Now, if he just wants to win this game, then okay, like because there could be like he just doesn't he leaves Traumery and them alone and he takes the pieces himself, like he diffs and Kidu takes the pieces and wins the game. Um, but I really don't know. So no, I don't think Zahara will get involved, but I do think this is all over. There will be new orders. Oh, for sure, for sure. All right, moving on. Oh boy, oh boy, y'all see that? Y'all see who it is? This is the Baza defender himself. And we were talking in the Discord like last night and the night before. I had to this Baza Zedu's killed me with this Baza stuff. They're just trying to make sense of everything, and I hate it. I'm sorry, Zahar and Bomb is not Zahar's son. He's not Zahar's vessel. He's not Zahar's anything. I'm sorry. Like I have way more evidence to support the other side than the Bomb Zahar theory. Like please stop it. But all right, let's dive into this, man, because this is about to be a bunch of well, we don't know this, we don't know that. That's what this is about to be. So prepare yourself. Baza is far from cooked, Mark. I think you're jumping the gun here, and a lot of people are falling for Steve's misdirection with V. Let me explain my thought process. V or Vom is, and I hate Vom. I'm not saying that, but is the original Jew Viola Grace, and Bomb was just a blank slate that was never meant to be a person. But Rachel's interference gave his husk a name, a personality, hopes, wants, dreams, blah blah blah. Bomb has walked Vile's path this entire time, which is why in chapter 597 it said that Bomb is the one not promised and that it wasn't supposed to be him. Bomb brought a deeply buried calamity into the tower when he opened the door, which is the real son of Arlen, Juvio Grace. When Bomb and asked Graham if the baby was him, she said no. The child was killed by Zahar, and that she told us Arlen's prophecy that her dead child will awaken once again and finish the war she and V started. In chapter 636, um, V said he is the promised one destined to return to the tower. V is the child from the prophecy. This isn't V. So I get it, but if we this is what we need to do so people don't get confused. Call Vile, call VV. Let's just do that, okay? So people don't get confused. So he's saying that this isn't the father V. He's saying this is Vile, right? Which I'm 100% can get behind. I can get behind that. It's when you invoke the Zahard bullshit is when I don't get behind it. But Prom is destined to return to the tower. Um, okay. V is the child from the prophecy. This isn't a V. Since Sealed introduced V in the flashbacks and then introduced the V entity inside a bomb, which is Vile. We'll say the Vile inside a bomb. It's easy to conclude that this is the same Vile, but there lies the twist. Like how we once thought that Enkidu killed Amwise, and then it was revealed that it was Traumery who killed Amwise. Siu is doing the same thing again. He's going to subvert audience expectations with V being the actual son of Arlen's dead son. This son is the Prince of Zahar. This son is not the Prince of Zahar. It is not the Prince of Zahar. It is not the Prince of Zahar. This is not the Prince of Zahar. I can get behind the Vile stuff. You cannot. There is no evidence that this is Zahar's son. I'm sorry, there is none. Arlen just named her son after the man she loved. No. Like what? I'm sorry. How does this make sense? Why would you like first of all, it's nasty work. If Arlen somehow, because it's never been even slightly hinted at that there was a sexual or any type of romantic relationship between Zahard and Arlen. There has none. It's been one-sided. We know that Zahar is obsessed with her. We've not seen anything with Arlen or anything relating to them being together. Not from any flashbacks, not from anything, okay? So her name, if even if that it did happen, how disgusting is it for Arlen to name her son after V? Naming your son after V that you had, like, imagine, y'all got a girlfriend, right? You and your girlfriend break up, but you got her pregnant. She got a new boyfriend and named her son, her child, after you. After the new boyfriend. What? What? I'm sorry. In no world ever have I ever seen anything like that. I'm sorry. That doesn't even compute. I've never seen anything like that. So, no. It doesn't even matter about her being spiteful. No. No woman has ever done that. Like, get the fuck out of here. Like, no, that's insane. That son, you would no. Absolutely fucking not. Sorry. Anyway, Arlen just named her son after the man she loved. Nothing has changed as far as I'm concerned. Even though there has absolutely been nothing hinted at them having a relationship. Nothing. Nothing. Not nothing. Not a single thing. All we know is, which is going to be the unknown shit. Oh, we don't know if they had a relationship. Oh, we don't know what they were before climbing the tower. We don't know why they have the same earrings. It's the unknown shit. It's the if the unknown is your strongest part of your argument for the Baza theory, it's cooked. I'm sorry, it's cooked. No, you have to present some facts, not some unknowns. Even if this really is the Great Warrior V who possessed Bomb and the like, I'll remain skeptical. Wait, I skipped it. Even if this really is, okay, yeah, no. Even if this is the really great Warrior V who possessed Bomb and doesn't talk like him. He's his son, and he's like a tool instead. That's Cap. That is Cap. Why are we ignoring the second part of Enkidu's chapter when he said that I'm a god, and then the very next chapter when he was falling asleep, he said slap me. He said slap me like a joke. Like, I'm sorry, that likeness is of V's likeness. Like, what God says, "Oh, I'm falling asleep, slap me." Like, no, we're ignoring that part. This is what I'm saying. We ignore shit. Like, no, stop ignoring shit. So unless V's next chapter he starts talking, saying Bomb's his son, and that, like, I'll remain skeptical. I've always thought Bomb was an imposter. I just thought Vile's soul was either in Rachel or Arkyung. But since chapter 636, I am amended the theory that Vile was just asleep in Bomb this whole time. You know what? You know what? What if didn't Arkyung use an orb, or am I crazy? Did Arkyung use an orb? Hold on. Hold on. What if? 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 What if that's Vile? Like, no, bomb. The bomb inside a bomb. Okay, here's two ways I'm looking at this. I'll give you guys the two ways I'm looking at this right now. It is what the hell is that? Either Arkyung is V or Vile, meaning the dead son. Either Arkyung is Vile or V, or it's the vice versa. Like, like you see what I'm saying? One of these guys is the dad and the son. One of these guys. So, for example, maybe Bomb. Bomb. If Bomb is Vile, the dead son, Arkyung is V. I'm I'm willing to bet on that. I'm actually might be willing to bet on that. It's one of the two. I'm actually willing to bet on one of the two, especially now that I'm looking at the hair right now. I am so willing to bet on that. I'm willing to bet on that. I am actually willing to bet on that. It's one of the two. I, nah, nah. It's gotta be one of the two. It's one of the two. What's the symbol on his armor? Nah, that's nah. This is V. I ain't gonna lie to you. I ain't gonna lie to you. I ain't gonna lie to you. I think that might be V. I ain't even gonna hold y'all. But then why would he help Rachel, right? Oh well, he was commanded to help Rachel. Where is Ark Young in all of this? Where is Ark Young in all this? Where 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 is Ark Young in all of this? Where is he at? Where is he at? Where is he at? Ark Young appeared with Rachel's team on the 52nd floor, accompanying the elder envoy, while Bond was meditating. Ark Young attacked him from the back when Bomb said the strongest chance he's ever seen. Bomb saying it's the strongest he's ever seen from a C rank regular, but Bomb avoided it. After a short Bomb, his knees Ark got so much strong, but he has to be able to defeat Zahard. That yo, was that like like I'm a little puzzled here. I'm a little puzzled here. Cause what if like I'm trying to connect some dots. I'm gonna hold that. I'm gonna hold on to that. I'm gonna hold on to that. Okay. That's crazy. If True Mark just being in front of us the whole time, it's one of the two. It's one of the two. It's one of the two. I think it's one of the two. I think it's one of the two. I think it's got to be one of the two. It's one of them is in one place, one of them is in the other. I think that's it's got to be that. It's got to be that. It's absolutely got to be that. Okay, I'm gonna hold on to that. I'm really gonna hold on to that. That's kind of it's fucking me up a little bit. I'm gonna hold on to that though. All right, Alvar Rahman, what's up, Abdel? How you doing? Um, I'm mostly talking about the regulars from the Louisville, PA, and Polk beat out families spread across the tower. I mean, they will be orphans, but alive orphans. Yeah. And they'll probably be hunted down, Sleepy. If both Gustang and like Traumer, depends on how things go, but like they'll probably be hunted down if anything. But it depends on if they ally with Bomb. Like some people think that this arc ends with Traumer and Gustang like being friends or whatever, and they go against Sahar. Then yeah, they'll be probably hunted down. But yeah, they'll still be orphans. So I can see them like joining other factions or maybe other families and stuff like that. Okay. Ghost is V's bot. Ghost is V body, and Rachel is the actual son of V and Arlen. Okay. If he shows up next chapter, that would be crazy. If Arkyung shows up this chapter or this next chapter, I will flip my. I tell you what, for everybody that's here, if Arkyung shows up this next chapter, I will stream on Monday. I will stream on Monday. Okay, because that would be that would I would flip shit. I would flip shit. I will stream on Monday. I don't think so, but we're gonna hold on to that. All right. Name your son after the man you just love instead of the man you had it with. What's the different type? Like fucked up. That's what I'm saying. Sleepy. Who does? Nobody does that. Come on, man. So V needs to leave Bomb and go into Ghost. I don't know about that, Morningstar. But if even if that's a thing, that's an interesting take too. Okay, let me get back to the comment. All right. Where did we go? Where did we go? Um, Bond wasn't wrong when he drew the line that inside him representing himself. I think Arlen had to sacrifice her life to revive her child, and when she did, she gave the child her memories and emotions. That's why V knows he's the promised one and why he's the god of resentment. He carries Arlen's rage and hatred towards the heart and the Ten Families. This is the monster Arlen spoke of. I don't think he's a monster because of the things that he knows. I don't think that at all. Um, I think he's a monster because of the power he has. No, granted, he probably does know some shit. I guess a part of that could be correct. Um, and then if he's born from revenge, then yeah. I mean, I guess that would be accurate. Yeah, I guess I don't disagree with that part of it. Okay, moving on. Rachel for sure knows what's going on, and hopefully we can get cave lore. Keep in mind, Emily refused to answer Abto's question as an emotional response, and Emily only knows information that she's been told. So Rachel knows the answer to Abdul's question had since she'd have told Emily. At the end of season one, Rachel famously says she's afraid of the night, meaning Bomb. Has Rachel met V before, and that's why she's so scared of Bomb? Perhaps she's only operating off the information she got from Arlen or a source adjacent to Arlen. I still think Rachel is V and Icarus's daughter, and Arlen was her cruel stepmother. Okay. I see her as a twisted version of Cinderella and Alice in Wonderland. In FOD, Rachel claimed to be the child of the prophecy who will make Arlen wish come true. I ain't gonna lie to you. When I first started reading the story, I thought Rachel was like Alice from Wonderland. I ain't even gonna hold y'all. When I first started, one of the key reasons why I started reading Tower of God was Rachel's character. Hey, keep the politics out the chat, Daniel, please and thank you. No politics in my chat. No politics in my chat, bud. Okay, thank you. Um, I've always because if you look because the way Rachel's dressed is of like Alice in Wonderland. So like I've like that's what I thought of her as when I first saw her. Like so Alice in Wonderland, this outfit, right? This is the original Alice in Wonderland cartoon. This is how I always thought it was very similar. You see what I'm saying? Like I always thought it was that. I made that correlation now, and I'm pretty sure like that may be true. Now, some people think this is like a maid outfit where she's like a caretaker or whatever, which I can get behind too because the red on top of black is something I've seen before too. But I've always looked at her as the Alice in Wonderland type. Um, but it's it's Rachel's history is where it gets weird. That's where it gets weird. Yeah. So perhaps she's only operating off the information. I see her to assist Cinderella, Alice in Wonder. In Florida Death, Rachel claimed to be the child of prophecy who will make Arlen's wish come true. It has claimed to me. It has to be me, she said. Now if Rachel is V and Icarus's daughter, it would make a lot of sense why she'd feel entitled to be the one that kills Zahar and make Arlen's wish come true, since Zahar is responsible for the death of her family and Bomb is just a corpse baby. It explains a lot of her actions, and this is something I talked way more in depth in the floor of theories. Rachel still has three wishes, so that will. This stop with the three wishes shit. I don't even want to hear about that shit no more. I'm sorry. I don't think the three wishes shit's ever gonna happen. I think that shit is cooked. Like it might. It actually might. But we haven't heard anything about these wishes in ages. The more says Zahar would have a reason to kill his own son though, because he would directly have his powers, which is forbidden. That's the reason for the princess system. Me too. I thought Rachel was the protagonist. Bomb looked so mid and boring to me. I was going for a ghost being a forgotten race that was thrown away in the red trash can, but I do like the idea of Arlen's son working besides Rachel. Okay. Okay. Moving on, AA talking shit to Rachel, Yura, and Belair is my favorite moment of this entire season. AA finally felt like AA again. It's been a long time since I've liked AA. I agree. It was nice to see him like because the last time we seen like Rachel with AA is when like they were treating him like a little cat with Belair and shit. That's when we thought Belair was actually a badass, and I thought Belair was actually strong back then. Belair is a piece of shit, but I think Chalice Yura used is Shinwar Ryu technology, which is why Endorsi said it wasn't Shinsu. Now speaking, okay, Shinwar Ryu technology, I can get behind that. Now speaking of Endorsi, is the reason why I'm looking up Shinwar Ryu right now. I was looking for this section right here where it says, um, it's only exclusive to irregulars because they can control the Shinsu freely without the administrator's contract or permissions. They are not bound by the tower's rules. You know what that makes me think of? You know what that makes me think of? The people from the Red Dump. The people from the one thing that we pointed out when we met the people from the Red Dump is that they cannot they don't have a contract with any administrators because they were in a locked space. So technically speaking, they should be able to use Shenwan Ryu. technically speaking, because the whole thing with Shinra Ryu is you're being restricted. You have free access. Why wouldn't the people from the Red Dump not be able to use Shinra Ryu? It it being Shinwan Ryu makes more sense to me, especially with Dawa not being able to defend against it. That makes more sense to me. I know this isn't about that stuff, but it kind of sent me into a rabbit hole in my brain, and I gotta talk about it. Are they using that? That would actually be kind of fucking crazy. That would be crazy. If the red dumb people are all using Shinwan Ryu, that would be crazy. That would mean that nobody in the tower could really fight against them. Like, like not too many people could fight against them. In terms of like defending themselves, it would be pretty tough to defend yourself against that. Like regular people couldn't defend themselves. Like somebody like Yama, who's a bit special, could probably, and like Robodon. But like somebody like Endorsi and being attacked by a Shinwa Ryu Chalice, she couldn't defend herself against that. Okay, okay. That took me to a realm I wasn't expected. Okay, all right. I like that Zenu. I actually like that a lot. It being Shinwa Ryu technology, I actually like that a lot. Okay, moving on. Now, speaking of endorsing her condition because of what the Chalice did, what Traumery did, or a bit of both. I don't think Traumery did anything to Endorsey, so I'm gonna leave that alone. But I still think Traumery did something to Endorsey when he healed her, but I thought it would be something to use a leverage to control Bomb. Endorsey said her previous wound that's hurting her. Said it's her previous wound. I don't know what's going on, but I'll let Sue cook here. I if Traumery did something that like if he did something to her, that's fucked up. That's actually like fucked up. But I don't think he did. All right, moving on. Bomb's hesitation is something to say the least. We don't get a lot of inner monologue from Bomb anymore, so it's hard to know what Bomb is thinking. He also has access to knowledge when from we don't know from Leviathan in the book, so it adds another barrier. In chapter 576, Bond thought to himself that the family heads are trapped in the tower, which could explain his thinking since he thinks they should be freed. Yet in chapter 583, Bomb told Endorsi he doesn't want to run away from his destiny anymore. That destiny is being the child of revenge. Bomb is contradicting himself. Yeah, we know that we've known that for a while. He should be a Gustang's side, yet he's siding with Traumery because he doesn't want the family heads to die. Gusting in his best chance at achieving this is Bomb being influenced by Traumery's memories and emotions. Season 3 Bomb is really strange. Either he stands on business or he's really wishy washy. Bomb is one of the most annoying parts of the story right now. Me personally, I think Bomb is annoying as shit right now. Like, I'm more interested in stuff around Bomb than what's actually happening with Bomb right now because it's just fucking irritating. It's kind of back and forth. Every few chapters is back and forth. Bro doesn't know what to do. I'm glad that his body's being taken over right now. I'm gonna be real with you. There's no in between. Sea's writing on Bomb this season comes across as he's unsure of what he wants to do with Bomb. I agree. I really like that B called out Bomb's hesitation. That was cool. Bomb's hesitation is purposeful, but we don't know why he's hesitating. Bomb was also wishy washy throughout the nest as well. Yes, he was. Like I said, Bomb has been fucking irritating me. He's been like if I did another top 10 list when like originally I did it like almost a year ago, Bond would not be in my top three anymore. Like Bond would be like number 8 or 9 because Bond has just been fucking irritating the shit out of me, with this back and forth shit. Now the V, or should we say Vam? I'm not saying Vam. At the start of season 3, Bomb told A he wished he had longer hair, and now he does. The purple eyes are sick. They need to stay. Why are his eyes purple? I have no clue. Maybe it's a side effect of being revived. Perhaps Arlen has purple eyes or heterochromia, but it's a hard recognized Bomb from his eye color. We still need to see the person who started this whole tragedy, Arlen Grace. If Vile is really the Great Warrior V, it wouldn't be a combination of V's blue eyes and Bomb's yellow eyes, since they would make green. Regardless for the reason why Vile has purple eyes, they should stay. Vile comes from the violet and from the Korean word from the star. Yeah, okay, yeah. Um, Vile greater than Bomb easy. I hope Bomb just stays away for a while. The real MC is here. I agree. I mostly agree with Daniel's whole take there. Um, but moving on to the last part, and Zeno just took a whole like 45 minutes himself, right? This chapter is a 7.5 out of 10, and point five of the end of the chapter. Art was cool. A had a really good scene, and the finale was peak. Not gonna lie. For predictions, I can see Vile trading chess pieces with Enkidu. Rachel definitely knows what's going on, so her reaction and interaction with Vile is what I'm looking forward to the most. She might have a panic attack. I can see that too. Vile wants to through death of the Ten family head, so that makes him Urek's enemy. Bomb has a promise with Robonon to protect his family, and Vile will ruin that, and I can see him not caring about people at all. I think the great game will start. I can also see Vile taking Traumer through Water Dragons. I don't think he'll be a family head level, since I don't think this is the Great Warrior V, but he'll be stronger than Bomb. Vile isn't on AA, um, Rack, and Dorsey side at all. Even if Bomb could help in Dorsey, he wouldn't get the chance, since Vile is in control and may not care at all. I don't trust his smile. Vile called himself a god after all. Okay. Well, you didn't really defend Baza too much in terms of Zahar's child, but overall, not a bad comment from Zeno. I like the last part. The predictions are pretty spot on. I still think he goes to Traumery and where Urek are, but he also might exchange those chess pieces to win this game. Because if the goal is to get rid of the family heads, then the best chance he has to do that right now is to exchange the chess pieces and let the Loba Pia and Pobita lose. And and Vile can escape, but in Dorsey and AA might actually attack Vile, and we might see them get packed up a little bit. That'd be interesting. But yeah, good comment from Zenu this week. Very good comment. Finally up out of there. All right, moving on to Brian. Brian says, I don't think V committed S side. We also know V didn't take the immortality contract like the others. What if it was a different type of contract than the others? I think V. That's an interesting perspective. Okay, I don't hate that. I think V had to make Zahara think he is dead and cause them their son for V to be able to come back. We've seen in the Tower, great power comes with consequence or setback. I like that take. I don't hate that. That's actually pretty good. Um, I agree. The first part, but there has been no solid evidence saying that V didn't sign the immortality contract. That the theory that V didn't sign the immortality contract is based completely off him committing S side. So if he didn't commit S side, that means he could have signed with the others. Okay, I like y'all chain of thought there. Moving on, we got Sleepy. Sleepy says, since day one, I always knew this bomb wasn't. I always knew that bomb was a what's okay. I'm gonna say you always knew that bomb was a vessel. Given his lack of personality, um, O and bomb is leaving store. Bomb is a storage unit. I'm assuming. With all the endless space inside him, it would literally be Halo. I do hope the possession isn't a one time thing, or it will be easily fixed by friendship or absorption. Infinite, infinite. What if? And I'm going to okay. What if everything that bomb collect power? What if bombs collected powers and items is really meant for V, including the void? I would think so. I would think that they made the so my guess here, right? If I'm just gonna like kind of go to Sleepy's like top comment, I think that if Arlen and V did like craft this child and made it a child of revenge, that they made it in a way where it counters everything Zahard can do. Like and the other family hits. So meaning being immune to spells, being able to break spells, um, being able to absorb abilities and use them yourself. Like they made something that can counteract their friends. So, yes, everything was meant. That's meant for bomb was meant for Vile or V. Um, okay, Rachel's obsession with Arlen, it's like a daughter wanting her mother's approval and love. Oh, hold on. Rachel's obsession with Arlen is like a daughter wanting her mother's approval and love. And Keto obsessions with Trom is like that crazy ex girlfriend you didn't know you had. It's not even close. He's way worse. Sleepy, I hard disagree with you. You know why I disagree with you? Because you wanting the approval and love of Arlen. How does that correlate to you killing her child? It's the same thing. If you're willing to kill the child of the woman that you're obsessed with because you think that you're better than him or that you're jealous of him, it's literally the same thing as Enkidu. It's literally the same thing as Enkidu. It's the same thing, bro. It's literally the same thing. If the approval of that person matters so much that you're willing to try to attempt to kill her son, yes, it's the exact same thing. It's not just yeah. Does she want the love and attention? Of course she does. That's the same thing that Enkidu does. Enkidu wants to monopolize. Now Enkidu more like he wants to monopolize Traumary and be the only one that can stand next to him. But Rachel absolutely was willing to kill Bomb because she thinks she's a better, basically, substitute to fulfill Arlen's wish. Like, no, it's the same thing, bro. It's not. He's not way worse. It's the same thing. They're literally the same insanity. Um. Oh, I forgot something. I once compared Rachel to the White Rabbit and Bomb Alice, but Rachel being Alice could make sense. Okay. Yeah. And the other thing is, did he not know this from the beginning? Is I think Hedon's in on everything, girl. Personally, I think Hedon's in on everything, but he doesn't play sides. That's me though. But yeah, I completely disagree with you there, Sleepy. I think Arlen was the Rachel of the group. She's known for using spells and magic items, which can be used by anyone. So she, I don't think that. I don't think that at all. Arlen was told to be a very gifted spellcaster, like the spellcaster of the group. So I don't know about that part of it. I don't think she was the Rachel of the group at all. I don't think so. Arlen was kind of told to be the spellcaster. So she could have been relatively weak ordinarily compared to the others. I wholeheartedly disagree with that. Full force, full force disagree with that. Which is to be fair, it doesn't matter when you have two most strongest people wrapped around your fingers, or should I say, she's also low key could have been secretly a. I mean, she could have been. Some people speculate that too. Bob lacked a personality because he lived in a cave, knowing no one that's predictable. People gain a personality after growing up in a society alongside of people, but Bomb was trapped inside the cave, incapable of maturing after entering the tower. It's all changed, and it all changed. He started to develop a solid personality, having his mind and thought becoming more mature and more smart and more ruthless. Okay, yeah. Thanks for the comments, Libby. I do disagree with big parts of that, though. Um, all right, moving on. TG says, I think the chapter could have hit harder if they focused more on B and Bomb than Enkidu. Hell, or even focus more on Rachel. Death think Rachel and Kido should merge. I don't know. I think Rachel will have her butterflies, her time to be a butterfly, where she sprouts her wings and is lit. This just we have not focused on Rachel in a very long time, so I don't think this is the time. Rachel seems like she's just there in all this, but I feel like she's going to recognize V. I agree with you, Loki. But yeah, as far as V Bomb and Nikitu, that's this next chapter. We'll probably definitely get that focus this next chapter. All right, moving on. JT. JT says Rachel was trash in general. She deserves to never ever wish of being special and have the worst ending possible. Nobody's gonna use trash as a vessel. Damn, he still hate Rachel from season one. God damn, I didn't know people still felt that way. All right, I'll give you that. My boy Elect, um, he says, "Oh my God, I can't. I completely forgot about the chapter. Damn, what a chapter." Okay, my boy, he's been that's my man One Meat. He's been around for a while. Appreciate you, Yakin. Nice update. Thank you, Yakin. Appreciate you. And Gosh is the last one. All right, Gosh says, I have a very simple theory about bomb and V. Um, thing inside of the bomb. Hold on. Let me reread that. I have a very simple theory about bomb and the V thing inside of bomb. Okay. And here's the theory. I think bomb is a false chosen one, and he will destroy the tower. Let me explain. I think V made a deal with the outside guy, and okay, and according to that deal, V has to kill himself and be reborn as his own child in order to get a fragment of the outside guy's power. Okay. You got to explain the letter though, but okay. V wanted to destroy the tower because the tower corrupts people, so V made the deal. After V killed himself, he was reborn as Arlen's child. Then, after Jihad found about this deal, he killed. I think that's in reverse. No, V wasn't. No, gosh, this can't be possible because the reason why V supposedly committed SI is because their child was killed. So unless you're saying that those events are a lie, which you would have to say that for this to be true, you would have to say the events of you had to say V was already dead when Zahar came to kill V's child, came to kill Arlen's child. So what you had to be saying is that V impregnated Arlen, then committed S side, then Zahar came and killed V's child. I don't think those series of events make much sense. Um, After the Jihad found out about the deal, he killed Arlen's child. At V. After the child V was killed, Arlen somehow found a way to get out the tower and resurrected the child V using the outside guy's help. In the process, outside guy gave the child a fragment of his power. And that power is bomb. Okay, because bomb has the power to devour everything, which I believe bomb is the power of outside God. And Rachel also said that bomb when he was born to devour the tower. I think that V is the real chosen one or the real prophet, and that bomb is the false chosen one or the false prophet. And the chapter 597, Navigator said that this is not the promised one. And in chapter 636, V also calls himself the promised one who will walk down the path once again. Daniel White, Wangnam, Rachel, Lilopia, Elaine, Wangnam, Eric Rector, Dale Jahad, Laroro, Mule Love. Everyone has some point the story has called Bomb a monster. There also proves my point that Bomb is a false chosen one. Yeah, Bomb is a false chosen one, but um I think the series of events that you lined up how V and Arlen got to that point, they don't really align. Yeah, they don't align. That's not how things happened. V got like the way it was told. Like I said, you had to discount what we've already known. V told Arlen to go back to her friends or committed S side when the baby died and Arlen went insane. So you would have to say that wasn't true. Like you had to say that entire part's a lie for your theory to be true. So I don't know about that. I can't necessarily like. Is it possible? Of course, possible for like those things like parts of that to be incorrect, and we like, and this is what I mean when I say the unknown factor supports too many people's theories. Like we just don't know, um, but the facts kind of go against this. So I don't know if I agree with it, but thanks for sharing that. I think parts of it are cool. All right, all right, guys. That is it for the comments. Does anybody else have any other thoughts they want me to go over? Um, Before anything else. Because other than that, I think this next chapter, two things can happen. We can go back to Urek. Um, no, excuse me. We can go back to the battlefield where Yama and Robot and everything is else. They can be licking their wounds. We can go back to see what they're all doing. They may have all gathered. They may have gathered their wounded after the red dump people. I think that's a strong possibility. Or we can go, and then right next to that is what's happening with Urek and Gustang, Lustlek, and Traumery. That they're right next to them. So I think it would be a little bit of both of those. Or we can continue where we are. I do think we get a POV change because this V reveal is huge. Now we've been wrong in the past about this because after like when we thought that we were see Trauma Marine Gusting fight, the fight continued. So it could continue, but I think we may get a POV change because this is like a significant thing. And if I would see you, I would drag this shit out. I ain't gonna lie. If I was a writer, I would drag that part of it out, make y'all keep guessing. So yeah, I think we get a POV change here, but we may not. We may not. So I think the next chapter is going back to Urek. Okay, yeah, I think so too. Do you think Enkidu can take over V? No, I don't think so. I don't think so. I don't think Enkidu can take over Bomb's body at all. I don't think he can at all. Not in the slightest. Again, I think like as we just talked about in that previous comment, um, Bomb's body is like really like the body that's meant to counter everything. I don't think besides what's already inside of him, which is like V's soul, he's meant to be corrupted. But I don't think anything outside can penetrate him. Pause. Um, unless he welcomes it. So, for example, the way he welcomed Leviathan, and Leviathan kind of like tried to assume control or whatever, but he didn't. But he can welcome shit inside of him. Gosh says, I don't understand how did Princess Annie found Arlen's pocket. I mean, she told her the pocket she wasn't outside, but the pocket was found in the tower. So how is this possible? I don't think the pocket was buried outside. The pocket was inside. It was on the floor of death. If Arlen's pocket belongs to Arlen Grace. Contains King Arlen's personal diary that records some stories in the Climb Tower and other great warriors about their confrontation in the Great War, about her baby, the fact that Zara killed the baby after the death of their baby. The diary is full of hatred, extreme loathing, and resentment. Eventually, Arlen lost her sanity, and contents cannot be deciphered. Yo, the fact that she went so crazy that her contents can't be deciphered is kind of insane, bro. Before Garam obtained the pocket, Arlen's pocket was discovered by the Princess Euasia. Annie. Oh no, you said how Annie. How did Annie find it? Annie kept the pocket hidden in a secret location. When Garam received the information about the existence of Arlen's pocket from Annie herself, she went to search the pocket and managed to retrieve it. Yeah, I forgot that Annie found it first. I don't know where she found it. Yeah, I don't remember. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how she would how Annie would have found it. Gosh, I don't. Did we ever get the details about it? I don't remember. I don't think we did. I don't think we ever did. But okay. If nobody's got anything else, then I'm gonna wrap this up. Yeah, really good chapter this week, guys. We got a lot of controversy in the Tower God community right now, so you love to see that. Um, One thing I think I will do, Loki. I think I'm gonna make either. I think I'm gonna make you a mod in the chat. You're always here, and you usually stay most of the time. I think I'm going to do that for you. I was thinking about it last week, but I think I'm going to do that. You're in the Discord too, right? But I do need a couple more around just to post, just to be here, and then also post the Discord link when I can't. All right, let me do that real quick while I can. If you want it. I think between um, you and Daniel should probably get that. Yeah, you and Daniel. Daniel's always around too, and he's always in the Discord. Yeah, both of you guys have that now. Okay. So do me a favor, post the Discord link real quick for me if you could. Matter of fact, I don't think y'all have access to it in the Discord because you got to be a mod to post it in the Discord. I'll grab that myself real quick. But yeah, so yeah, Sunday's chapter. Again, I'll say this again. We were talking about it for those who may have missed it. We're talking about if Arc Young shows up because the theory behind Arc Young and V has been like around since the beginning, right? But Arc Young is able to teleport. So in this scenario, it's not far fetched that he could pop up. Like it's really not. We haven't seen him since that fight against Bomb. Actually, we really haven't seen him. So it would be kind of nonsense if he showed up. If he does, I'm streaming on Monday. Okay, I'm streaming on Monday, and we're gonna talk about one how we kind of predicted this, and it was a long shot, but we did. But how I think it's a V and I think Bomb and V like I said, it's one of the two. It's one of the two. They're mixed between the two. Like it could literally be Vile is Arc Young and V is inside a bomb, or the vice versa. I honestly think it could be that. But where's my Discord? It's up. Boo, 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 boo. People. Copy. All right. Post the Discord link for those who are not in there. Get up in there. Sundays is always lit when the chapter drops, and the guys are in the Discord are always really really good about posting stuff when it drops. They're always really really good about there. They post the raws when they drop if you're interested in reading the raws, and then they drop both different versions of the scans when they drop. I usually get it from the Discord. I don't even search up Comac anymore because I can just the guys always post it. So other than that, you guys have a very good weekend. Thanks for joining me in the stream. Can't wait to see what the next chapter drops. So till then, I am out of here. Peace.